but I'm gonna get pants on before I go walk that multiple rows. But it looks like it's fairly straight right there, and look at how steep the ditch is back there. So if we have northwest wind like we're talking about, it'll be going at that angle. If the deer are down there, our scent should be way over the top of them, especially if it's a high pressure and our wind starts going up. So even if they come out up that ditch back there, they shouldn't smell us. And then you got their big scrape right here, right underneath that tree. You know what that means? Done deal. You're gonna be a deer killing what? Machine. Not a machine.
Machine.
Not a machine.
Machine.
A machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel here again. Here's probably one of our last episodes for the summer. And we're starting to get into the deer stuff. We're starting to get, deer antlers, or, kind of being able to see which ones, what they're gonna be, so what deer we're gonna be hunting. And right here on this place, I have like 2 deer that I would hunt for sure. And one of them I passed last year. Well, both of them we passed last year, and they both made it, and they both did pretty good jumps. And new ones will show up too. There'll undoubtedly be, once corn comes down and stuff, we'll have some bucks that show up that we want to target. But for right now, these are deer that I know were all here last year, that they were here the year before, and they're here now. So these are ones that are, basically home bodies right here. This is their home core area. These are the ones I want to target right now, get setups right now. So we're all set. When it gets to October 1st, we'll be in one of these 2 stands, depending on whichever the wind is. And like I say, I always do predictions, but I haven't looked and see what the moon phases are on that stuff. But usually within the first 10 days, you'll get a shot at one of these deer. And that, to me, is my favorite time. The best chance of killing one of your big ones is that first 10 days of October. So kind of a little bit of a dilemma here, because we came out last night to see if the buck would come out. The buck we called MEDUSA, and he did. And he came out a little bit farther east over there. And I try not to let that sway my decisions a lot. And I think a lot of times, because there is some big trails that come out there, I think a lot of the deer do come out from right there. But what I want to do is try to force these deer to come out these trails. You see how narrow this pinches down. If I get stands on both sides of that thing where I can shoot all the way across and put the water trough in the middle, that I'd be able to shoot it from either side. And of course, the farther east I get, the more it opens, for wind-wise, for him to come out this way. But what I'll probably do is we'll go and we'll take out all the overhanging scrape branches from this point out to the west. So there is no place for him to make, scrapes and stuff on the field edge here. We already have some good ones that were used in the past. We'll leave these ones here and really enhance these. We'll get them started right now, and then we'll put a rubbing post and a water trough back this way more. And just, I think once these deer, it's not even August 1st yet, so we got a couple months for these deer to start finding this water trough and hitting this water and hitting these scrapes that are right here. And kind of, we'll try to force them to move west and come out down this bay where we can have a tighter pinch point down here. I mean, ideally, you'd like them to come out way down there, that you would see them and you'd have plenty of time to get your nerves and all that stuff and watch them slowly come up and work some scrapes and stuff, and not just have them pop out and be right upon you. And I know there are some big highways there, but there's a steep ditches, a series of ditches in here, and they like to come up the top of the ridges, and that's what they walk out. They never walk the bottoms and come up straight out of the bottoms. They'll go up on the ridges way back in there, and they'll walk the ridges straight out. So this is a ridge top right here. So I'd like to stay, you're gonna get primarily west wind, so I'd like to stay at least on the east side of that ridge top, and then it goes, your wind would blow over that big ditch. And on this side, it's a big ditch right below it too. And like this is kind of, we have a good tree here and a good tree here, but I think for right in the middle, I gotta grab a rangefinder. I just think that those could be like 40-yard shots from each, and I just don't want to take any chances. I'd feel safer, hey, let's just try to move them 20 yards back where it might be 25-yard shots, to that water tank into the middle. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just gonna kind of planning out a strategy for this deer. We got corn, we got beans, we got alfalfa, we got clover, but our big timber is south of us, and it's on a farm that we've had for years, and this one is fairly new, but we've had a lot of those big deer on that farm. All these deer that we're talking about have been on that food plot too, which, like I said, it's only a quarter mile through the timber here. So I have a feeling most of them are gonna be coming from the south out this way. So, you really want to, hey, thank you, Tiffany. We really would like to have like a south wind and be on this side to be pretty safe over there. but knowing that whenever those cold fronts come and stuff, a lot of times it's the northwest wind banging out in daylight like every time. So we want to make sure we have something set up for west and northwest over on that side too, even though that can get a little hairy knowing they're coming out from the south, coming out from behind you. So on that side, we'll make sure that it's northwest wind. But let's see, so like from that tree to here, if we stayed up this far, that's all fogged up. Come out from an air conditioned truck to 1,000,000 degrees. Let's see, so to that tree there, that's only 25 to that, so that's good. And that other one in there, it's like 33.
I go for 35.
32, so that's really not bad. We could keep it up this way, and it would be nice to be able to, still do the same thing, eliminate the scrapes there. Well, no, I don't want to go that far back, but I'm just saying out here, I just didn't want it to get too far.
Yeah.
But see the good scrapes on the top of the ridge right there, and that one down there. So it would be nice to be east as much as possible.
That's a nice tree.
No, this one over here.
This one right here, that's a nice tree too.
So, yeah, I think this'll work right here. So that's kind of a high level, outline of our setup here and how we're gonna set up for this deer that we call MEDUSA. And like I said, we went out last night and got some velvet footage of him, so stick around to the end of the episode and we'll show you what he looks like at the end. So you can see him now in velvet, and hopefully here the first 10 days of October, you'll be seeing him on the ground, in our hands. So, but this is where all the work starts.
He doesn't have one on there. You got it easy
Okay,
here.
can I have that camera?
Yep. So this is all stuff you need for every tree stand we put up.
Just sticks and stands.
Sticks and stands, what stands do? You got your rope right there, you got your lineman rope.
You just gotta have two different kinds, a big one and a small one.
They're ready to go, okay? Let's get that picked up, please. Yep, you in the backpack. And then we're gonna carry this.
And we need a saw to cut that tree off because I couldn't break it. I just need a saw.
Alrighty, now you're gonna go to that. Okay, so he's gonna need another one of these, so you pick it up and get it all. Look where it's gonna go. Make sure you give it to him the right way. 3, not quite yet. Good job.
Thank you, Ragamuffin.
All right? Yep.
More.
Okay, now let's look and see what we got here. That's looking pretty good, but I think it's gonna need a little bit bigger. So we're gonna make it just push it like right here. Okay, so we'll hand it to him.
Yeah, let me try it on that side. I think it's still, we can get away, we can go around it, but.
It's like, I'm so glad we're doing this on the hottest day of the year. It's like my pants started out fitting, but I've sweated so much that they now look like this.
Okay, so that's all good. I think I'm good up here, so just need to. I got hooks and so everything's set for me. Now I just need the other stand, and we'll get hooks set up for that. All right, so where he's at right now. Yeah, we'll put it like basically right where Justin is. We'll put it like right there. That's like perfect if I can get this vine out of there. All right, well, we got this set up here, and it wasn't really fun because it's like 1,000,000 degrees out, but we got it up. I got the stand and I got the cameraman stand there, but if you look at the view that we have from up here, it's gonna be like perfect. You can see them coming from down that way, come right through. We'll put the water trough right out there. We got it marked at 26 yards, and there actually is kind of a trail that comes up on this top right here that kind of comes underneath the stand, which I hope they don't use. But I'm gonna I'll make a trail walking out, so I don't have to walk out where our trail is right here. We have the trail that we come in and out here just to hang stands and stuff, but I'll make a trail that goes through here, goes around the top of that ditch and comes out over on the other side by the road more. So if there's, in the evenings, if the buck you're looking for doesn't come out, you know, we can stay in the woods and go right across the ditch and get out to the road without any deer in the field, you know, without busting any of them. So this is gonna be a money spot. And I'll go ahead and make the prediction right now. What I always do is go to the Moon Guide app and I can look right now. So the first week of October, that red moon is gonna be the 9th through the 14th. So I'm gonna say that'll be somewhere around between the 10th and the 12th. I mean, I'll try earlier and try to get them the very first days, but if I don't get them within that first week, you know, 9, 10, 11, 12 is probably gonna be the best days. So it'll kind of be whatever day has the best weather there. If you look at the app right now for November or October, that red moon starts on like the 8th or the 9th. But normally that first day of the red moon, it's gonna be real early or real late. And as you get into it a little bit, the first couple days into there is kind of like your prime time. So we'll hopefully get them before the 9th or 10th, but I'll say right now, it'll be, if it's any day, it'll be the 12th or before. That we'll have MEDUSA or Triple T down right here. So we're gonna go down right now. I got the stand up here. We'll get the other stand up on the other side, but I'm gonna get the water trough in and stuff first. We wanna make sure we get the water trough and the rubbing post out there right now and start getting them used to coming to that water trough. So I got 2 months to program them to come in there. So I'll hop down out of the stand here. Oh, and look at, we've got girls swinging in there. And let's hope a big buck is going down there and running down there with both the hole through both lungs. But for now, I'll be okay with Reagan swinging, right? All right, we'll see you on the ground. We'll get that water trough in. Point right at it, probably. No, over a little bit, square cut. But that way, if they walk up this way, they'll be broadside, and we'll put the camera over on that side, or rubbing post on that side anyway, I'll just dump all the rock first. You want to get that thing cut again, this lower. I'm gonna get mud and stuff on it because there's gonna be a bunch of dirt on the edges of it right now. Just get that thing again and mow that. Okay. All right. At least I could get it in the AC and the skid steer for a minute here anyway. See if we
How's it working?
yeah, that seems pretty good. And then we can take this rock and we want to throw it up around the edges.
Greg, give you your feet.
Whew, it's hot. Right now we just got the active branch here. We're gonna throw that up on here and just kind of make our little buck playground here. We got water, and I'll have the camera going that way for now, but I'm gonna put a licking branch off of this side of it just so, you know, they'd be quartering away from me from up there and just kind of get a scrape going over on this side. We're just getting up attach cams here, and they got a couple new products. One is a battery belt, which I didn't bring it with me, which is nice. It's like 6 batteries that all go in a loop, like around a tree or something, but this might be a little skinny for it. And since we have great sun here, it's not out, you know, it's not in the timber, but they got the new solar panels. It has a lot bigger battery in it, so, and a lot more surface area. So we're gonna put that out here, just face it south a little bit here. Okay. So the new folding solar panels have more surface area here from our sun and a bigger battery on it as well. Okay, then you take this, scan it, okay, continue. Okay, we got a new Pro 3.0 on here. We'll go fill that water tank. We've got the new solar panel. You can see we got plenty of sun out here. And we'll just leave this rubbing post, and I put this camera up fairly high, you know, just because if they're gonna start rubbing on this and stuff, that they don't knock your camera off and stuff, so I keep it up high, and I put a little stick behind it to face it down. It's nice that you got the screen in there. You can see, you know, right where you are in there. So this is in there pretty tight, even though we couldn't get it in as far as I wanted, but it's probably good just where it is right now, because, you know, for the licking branches up there, we just made a mock scrape there and stuff. Since I'll be gone for we're going to Canada fishing here, muskie fishing with a buddy of ours, Doug Wagner, for the week, and then when I get back, I got to run to Montana and get our camper and stuff out there, and then so, you know, by the time I get back, I think it's like we'll almost be ready to start hunting. So we just want to get it all kind of set up right now. I was a ladder stick short to put the stand up over there, so I'll get that when we get back. But I'm really thinking, you know, the time that they're going to come out is when you get that north wind, that cold front coming around, and that's the stand I want. Even though they're probably coming from behind us, there's that steep ditch back there, and if it's light wind and high pressure and a cold front, it should go right up over the top of that ditch, where they could actually walk right underneath it and they shouldn't get busted on it. So let's get some water in that bad boy, and go home and get some water in this bad boy. Holy crap, it's hot out here. It's only about 1 million.
We're filling the water tank. You can do that, babe. Take your shoes off. Go, Cameron. Finally.
Looks like it's pretty level, huh?
Does that look level, Cameron?
Looks like you got it pretty level the first shot, huh? Look at that. All right, well, our little buck playground is basically done here. We got the, yeah, the kids' playground. Got the water tank, and look, we're about almost perfectly level, just a little bit. So we got water here, got a little bit of gravel around it so it don't get any mud on it. And a rubbing post with a scrape, and we got the new Attach Cam 3.0 on there, and the stand right there. This is like 26 yards from that stand. We still have to put that one up, but I'm a stick or two short for that one. So anyway, like we said, as promised, we're gonna show you MEDUSA. We came out last night and got a little footage of him, but there's also a buck here that we call Triple T, and just wait to the next episode. We'll see if we can get some footage of him and show you that buck too, because either one of those two could be here, and there's actually a couple other shooters here too, but the Triple T and MEDUSA are high scoring ones, and as promised, here's MEDUSA.